boozing my yo, tryna buy with the fake. Every time I ain't feeling your vibe, I can feel it inside. I can see in your eyes, you a snake. Wanna speak what's on my mind, but ain't wasting my time when I know you gon' lie to my face. Bitch, I don't know feelings, cause I ain't give a dick in the money.
Dang, bro. Yo, what it do? Is your boy KB's TV, man. We back with another video. We back with another reaction. Hey, we got LeBron James. We got LeBron James top 10 playoff choke. So, man, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We finna get into this video. If you're new to this channel, I appreciate you for subscribing. Appreciate you for, everything y'all have done. If you're new, welcome to the family. The new subscribers that's here. So, we finna get into this video. I can't save Bron on this one, man. I can't save him, man. But let's go, man.
In today's video, I'm gonna cover the top 10 LeBron James playoff choke jobs over his entire career. For someone who millions consider their GOAT, LeBron James has so many examples of him failing miserably when everything is on the line and his team and millions of fans need him to be more than an athlete. So buckle up, Buttercup. We're gonna expose LeBron's playoff reputation right now. Let's get at it. Number 10, the 2025 Western Conference first round versus Minnesota. And yeah,
I've been saying that with Bron on that playoff series. I think he didn't really care. I think he didn't too much care. Or he just was trying to get it over with. Because, bro, like he had put no effort in that playoff series. Look like no effort, really. Just crazy.
I know this series ain't over yet, but LeBron is going out sad, and he looks cooked. And, I mean, just look at him being Mr. Nice Guy with the competition. Just pathetic. From poor shooting and...
Yeah, he playing and laughing in the playoff series, man. Kobe and Jordan would never do that. You would not see them laughing in a playoff series, and they down. You would never see Kobe do that. That's why it's NBA, bro. They got his skin is soft, bro. They have too many. Everybody want to be buddy, bro. Everybody want to be buddy. We need that where, okay, we friends off the court, but on the court, I'm finna punish you. You finna get this work. We need that mentality. That's why I like Ant. Like he like Anthony Edwards. He was like Kevin Durant, my favorite player all time. But when he got on that court with Kevin Durant last year in the playoff series, he punished KD. 4-0, swept. And that's his favorite player. And he was talking trash to KD. We need that back, bro. Like, we need something like, bring back when Jordan and Kobe was playing. We need that back, bro. We can't be in playoff series laughing. Y'all losing, right?
Moments that matter to critical mistakes. This is your typical crunch time LBJ failure. And yeah, some of that blame goes to JJ Redick here for playing the same 5 guys for the entire second half of Game 4. But even that is LeBron's fault because he forced the Lakers to hire JJ Redick. Even worse than LeBron shooting over 2 in the fourth quarter, despite him being on the court for the entire 12 minutes. The lasting image from this series has to be Anthony Edwards pushing around the king like his own little prison bitch in the closing minutes. Number 9, the 2023 Western Conference Finals versus Denver. And in the closeout game, a narrow 2-point loss really showed just how much James falls apart in the fourth quarter. A 40-point, 15 for 25, 10 rebound, 9 assists, 3 for 7 from 3-point range performance looks absolutely Herculean in defeat. But looking below the surface, in the fourth quarter of an elimination game, LeBron James shot a putrid 1 for 6, which very well may have been the deciding factor in the King getting unceremoniously swept for the 3rd time in the playoffs in his career. Number 8, Game 6 of the 2015 NBA Finals. People tend to forget this one, but I don't care who was injured, this was still a winnable series against Golden State. Down 3-2 at home for Game 6, LeBron shot his team right out of the finals with a 13 for 33 performance, going 2 of 10 from 3-point range in an 8-point loss that gave Steph Curry his first chip. The Akron Hammer shot an abysmal 0 for 6 from 3 in the second half, allowing into a Game 6 victory and give Steph Curry his first ring out of 3 that he took from LeBron James. Guess who's holding my videos back? This guy. I really need you, yes you, to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you love, please. Number 7, the 2013 NBA Finals. In the fourth quarter of Game 6, LeBron actually did put up solid numbers. 16 points on 7 for 11, but he clanged the one shot that would have changed his reputation as a liability in the clutch. And then in a truly miraculous turn of events, Chris Bosh, who LeBron has gone out of his way to disrespect this year, rebounded and kicked the ball out to Ray Allen, who had been practicing that exact shot for months beforehand, and this bailed LeBron James out. It saved his legacy and shifted the focus onto Ray's incredible shot and off of LeBron's late game ineptitude. Number 6, Game 1 of the 2014 NBA Finals. The Miami Heat were down by 2 points late in the fourth quarter when the King, a man who had spent over $1.5 million on keeping his body in peak physical condition, cramped up during the NBA Finals. Yes, the AC broke down in San Antonio. Yes, it was over 90 degrees on the court. And yes, LeBron James was the only player in San Antonio that night who cramped up. For whatever the reason that the chosen one chose not to drink enough water, LeBron's exit from the game opened up the floodgates. The Spurs went on a 16-1 run over the last 4 minutes, and the Heat would go on to lose that game by 15 points and lose the series in 5 games. Do you happen to know a Bron sexual? How about a friend who calls him the GOAT? Go ahead and send him this video and ruin his day. Number 5, Games 1 and 4 of the 2007 NBA Finals. In Game 1, James torched his own team by shooting 4 for 16 from the field. But even worse than that, in Game 4, LeBron went 10 of 30 and shot the Cavs out of a winnable game as San Antonio eked out a 2-point victory, making the Spurs the first team out of 3 to sweep LeBron James-led teams in the playoffs. Number 4, Game 1 of the 2008 Eastern Conference Semifinals against the Boston Celtics. Yes, this is a Game 1 and not a series-ending performance, but I'm counting this one for 2 reasons. First, this was a winnable game and the series went to a full 7, and this could have changed the outcome of the series as it went to a full 7 games. So if LeBron doesn't absolutely maul his team's chances here, maybe the Cavs win the series. Number 2, it was arguably LeBron's worst single statistical performance of his entire playoff career. And for a guy who has as many horrendous, historically awful performances in the postseason as he does, that's really saying something. The Kings 2 for 18, 12 point, 10 turnover, 0 for 6 from 3-point range performance is truly abysmal. But that game gets even worse when we isolate James's final quarter output. With the Boston Celtics leading by only 3 points at the end of the third quarter, despite the futility from the chosen one, LeBron put up a rancid fourth quarter even for him, shooting 1 of 8, including 0 for 3 from 3-point range to gift wrap a victory that the Celtics were lucky to get away with. Now, one would think King James wouldn't get embarrassed in 2 straight games, and that LeBron would be determined to rebound, refocus, and kick some ass in Game 2. What happened? Well, after cruising to a 7-point lead at the end of the quarter, the Cavs would get wrecked. 72-49 the rest of the way, with the chosen one shooting 3 of 16 in quarters 2 through 4. In fact...
Oh my God. Oh my God. LeChoke, man, I did not know it was that bad. Ooh, boy.
LeBron's combined 8 of 42 shooting in the first 2 games of that series dropped the Cavs to an 0-2 start and maybe the worst 2-game postseason performance by any player considered an all-time great in back-to-back playoff games. Don't forget to follow me on X at Red Blood Sports for more on unhinged takes. Number 3, Game 4 of the 2018 NBA Finals. After the Cavs lost Game 1 in the J.R. Smith game, they would lose the next 2 by a combined 28 points. The daunting prospect of getting swept in the finals for a second time in LeBron's career loomed in the air as Game 4 approached. The creeping eventuality of yet another final sweep was no excuse for how LeBron went out. Don't ever forget, LeBron James gave up when it mattered on his home court like a bitch with his back against the wall in what would be his final game in Cleveland. You might expect LeBron James to show up, show out for his city, empty the clip, and lay it all on the line in front of his home faithful, wouldn't you? LeBron.
I hate how he gave up on that play too, bro. And he been doing, I've been seeing that. I hate how he gave up. You turned the ball over. Go play defense, man. You don't just sit back and just go back and play defense, man. Then get back on offense. I hate that, bro. You don't want a teammate like that, though, bro. You won't want
23 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. So at first glance, that looks okay, I guess. But James disappointed everyone in the viewing audience by playing passively throughout the contest. I mean, after putting up 32 shot attempts in Game 1 and 28 shot attempts in Game 3, the chosen one settled for 13 in his last night in a Cavs uniform. Let the record show that Rodney Hood, a bench player, took more shot attempts than LeBron James did in a closeout game in the finals and his last game as a Cleveland Cavalier. Down by 9 points at the half, may have just as well called the fetal position at midcourt. He made 1 field goal on 2 paltry attempts in the final 2 quarters. George Hill, Kyle Korver, and Rodney Hood all took more shots than the franchise cornerstone LeBron James did in the 4th quarter. LeBron's performance was just like Kobe's in his last game as a Laker, only the exact opposite. When it came time to win or go down swinging, LeBron James was the first one on his team to throw in the towel and give up. After several piss-poor effort plays, James was mercifully pulled from the game with 4 minutes left. Then, as time expired, the King left the court. Not only did he refuse to shake hands with his opponents, he abandoned his teammates and didn't wave or say farewell to his fans or give them a chance to honor him. Cleveland fans' final memory of their King was his harsh, disinterested departure, one that was inconsiderate and flat-out disrespectful to anyone who spent their time or their money watching that game. Number 2, the entire 2011 NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks. The previous summer, King James had just stabbed the entire city of Cleveland in the back and ran away to the Miami Heat to join his boys on a super team. Easily the most hated man in the NBA, LeBron could not have performed worse in a finals with his new team. Right when his new teammates needed him to be more than an athlete, LeBron had the worst NBA Finals performance by any all-time great. With the penultimate display of his ineptitude and cowardice in Game 5's 0-for-4 4th quarter, while the Mavs turned a 4-point deficit into a 2-point win. As if getting out-hustled and outplayed by Jason Terry and J.J. Barea wasn't bad enough, LeBron's 4th quarter stats for this series are terrible. Over 6 games, the King shot 7 for 21 and 1 for 9 in the last 15 minutes of each game. Over the 4th quarters of all 6 games. This was LeBron's most disgusting failure in the NBA Finals of his career, but it wasn't his worst playoff failure. Number 1, Game 5 of the 2010 Eastern Conference Semifinals. Of all of the historically significant games I have ever seen by a superstar basketball player, this one was by far the most disappointing. This game wasn't just supposed to be a climactic Game 5. This was a career-defining Game 5. Remember, the backdrop to this was that LeBron was set to test free agency and potentially leave his home state, and the the Cleveland Cavaliers, with the series tied 2-2, the city needed him to win this game and win it decisively. LeBron was the reigning MVP, and the Cavs were the first overall seed, and yet somehow they found themselves in a dogfight with the aging Celtics. I can't think of another occasion in league history when a superstar with so much riding on the outcome of one single game appeared to be trying to intentionally lose that game at a time when his teammates, his fans, and his city all needed him to come through to be more than a fucking athlete. LeBron James shat himself harder than Cardi B on live stream. LeBron's 3 for 14 stat line looks horrendous, and it was, but it doesn't nearly tell the entire story here. Right from the rip, reigning MVP, James passively settled for outside shots. James missed 6 consecutive shots, all jump, before scoring on a dunk with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. That was LeBron's first field goal of the entire game. He didn't make a field goal until the game was more than halfway over. Cleveland's king didn't just disinterestedly stab millions of Cavalier fans. The heart he showed no hope in a pivotal game. Right then and there, LeBron took himself out of the GOAT conversation based on that one game alone. Sure, Kobe had bad games in the playoffs, so did MJ. Happens, but no one, perhaps no NBA in a career and legacy-defining game had a sadder, more listless, more disinterested performance than LeBron Ramon James.
Alright, man. Man. Can't save him on that one. I can't save you, bro. I can't defend you on this one. Man, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment how you feel about this video. Man. Let me know how y'all feel, man. Like, comment, share, send this, whatever, man. Let me know. See y'all next video.